The reclaimed substation hums, a low-frequency heartbeat against the static-laced dark. Ozone from the capacitor bank mixes with the ghost of something burnt, clinging to the hand-labeled vinyl spinning on the deck. Outside, Saracucho bleeds neon, a distant siren echoing off concrete, a sound as old as 1966, as fresh as right now.
Black Star Pirate Radio.
Saracucho checks in at 70 degrees and smoky haze. Wind check, south at 9 miles an hour.
In Mississippi, a detail that scars. A 1-year-old child, Cohen Wiley, was fatally shot. Senatobia police responded to a shoplifting call on March 22nd, then discharged weapons at a vehicle. The child was inside the car with his mother's friend.
The logic here strains. A minor property crime report leads to lethal force, costing a child his future. This trade-off between perceived order and human life demands sharp discernment.
Patching in a caller. You're on the signal.
Why did police open fire on a car with a child inside for a shoplifting call? Where's the evidence of immediate threat?
Copy that, bringing it back to the main thread.
The current framework prioritizes reaction over preservation. We need to build new protocols, establish dedicated, unarmed community response teams for nonviolent calls, operating independently of armed police. Alternatively, mandate a nationwide review of police engagement policies, specifically prohibiting projectile discharge at moving vehicles for nonviolent offenses.
Hold that thread, next signal. Farage's plan for equal pay legislation may cost. From fatal shots fired to legislative sleight of hand. Across the water, Farage's proposed Women and Motherhood Protection Act may cost female workers their equal pay.
Precisely. Nigel Farage's Reform UK party introduced this proposal on April 1st. Unions, including the TUC, highlight that this act removes equal pay for work of equal value, potentially diminishing the economic standing of countless women across the UK.
The emotional appeal of protection cloaks a logical erosion of established rights. This isn't structural support. It's a design flaw framed as an upgrade.
Patching in a caller. Go ahead.
So, they frame it as strengthening women's rights? But it's a trap? Sounds like the old shell game. Where are the facts to back up this protection?
This is a direct challenge to the provenance of decades of labor rights. One move: amplify the gig passport mesh and local signal radar to highlight venues and organizations committed to transparent, equitable pay scales, bypassing traditional employment structures entirely. Another path: organize widespread digital forums via matrix rooms, providing clear analysis of legislative impacts and coordinating direct action against discriminatory policies.
Same dossier, new angle. Keep the thread tight.
An 11-year-old girl, Laihana, was murdered in France on March 28th. The prime suspect had been previously reported to police as a suspected sex offender. The head of Women for Women France, an organization based in Paris, calls this case not exceptional, pointing to systemic failures.
The pull between repeated warnings about a known risk and the tragic failure to act is a profound crack in our civic architecture. We must integrate the logic of prevention with the emotional weight of loss.
Caller's on. Go ahead.
Another system breakdown. Does anything really change when the same patterns keep repeating?
A faint, rhythmic clinking, Kalen adjusting the antenna.
Change is not optional. It's structural. We must build new systems by making visible the flaws in the old, using clear analysis to turn confusion into actionable vectors. For Laihana, one next move is to establish community-run pattern auditor groups, leveraging Lesson Planner to educate on warning signs and using digital passport stamps for anonymous, verifiable reporting outside state channels. An alternative is pushing for a binding parliamentary inquiry into every reported failure to act on suspected abuse, ensuring real accountability beyond internal reviews.
The signal deepens. We build the architectures that hold the collective, always with consent, provenance, and dignity as our load-bearing walls.
Black Star Pirate Radio.
Continue the signal at TogeeVision.com. Tune in, Sparks and Stories, Gig Passport.